Something is wrong with me. Every time I make a game, it's either left unfinished or barely a game at all. And this time, I want to break this curse by making a front-page game. You must be wondering, why would I want to make a front-page game? Well, I don't think the bar is very high nowadays, so this shouldn't be too hard, right? Anyway, first we need a game idea. After doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts, I decided to recreate this game. That's enough talk, let's get started. So for the first day, I made this simple map. It has holes for the players to hide in. There's also a big hole for finishing. To finish off day 1, I made a GitHub repo for the project. It was not a lot, but let's move on. I did a lot of things for day 2. I programmed like crazy, and finished the core mechanics of the game. I can also do something like this. At this point, I had really high hopes for the project. The progress was fast, so I would probably finish it in no time. I had vastly overestimated myself. I spent an entire day trying to add ragdoll to the game. Nothing worked, so I just decided to knock the player back. After that, I went to bed and hoped the 4th day would be better. For the 4th day, I mostly focused on making UI with the design stolen from Don't Get Crushed by 6-7 and Escaped Tsunami for Brain Rot. I made some solid progress for day 4, so I was pretty motivated. On day 5, I quickly integrated Profile Store into the game. If you don't understand, it pretty much makes saving data easier. Day 6 was a bit more busy. First, I asked Gemini to give me formulas for the infinite upgrades. Then, I implemented them into a single module. I also made a small shop for upgrades, but then got distracted. You know, this is probably why I haven't been able to make a proper game. Anyway, day 7 was just bug fixing, so let's move straight to day 8. Day 8 was Valentine's Day. Love was in the air, but not in my airspace. I spent the day to add lots of features. First, I added upgrades display. It tells you what you're getting. I then added upgrading, but for some reason, there were decimal numbers. I quickly fixed it by rounding the numbers up. Pretty rookie mistake, to be honest. To end the day off, I added UIs to display cash and wins. It was simple, but all the front-end work drained me, so that was it for the day. Day 9, more bug fixing. At this point, I was getting pretty demotivated. I swear fixing bugs is the worst part. Anyway, I added the rest of the brain rots. Then asked Gemini to give them the stats. Now each of them will go at different speed, deal different damage and knock back. Also, if you're curious about the map, I did spend some time decorating it. Here, I was adding lampposts to the start and end. Then, I added a bench for the player to rest on. It's only for the winners though. For the trees, I just yanked them from my old game. I think the final map looks pretty good. It is the final day of making this game. I've added all of the main features. So the only things left for me to do are polishing and releasing the game. So first thing first, I made a group and moved the game there. Then I realized that I was missing some features, so I went ahead and added them in. First feature was sound effects. This was pretty simple to add. Now the game should be a lot more lively.
Crostini. Avocadini guffo.
The final feature was notification. It would tell you something when you finish or when a brain rot spawns. It also wasn't difficult to add, so I managed to finish the game pretty quickly. Finally, it's time to release the game. I was very lazy, so I used Canva to make the thumbnails. Finally, I uploaded the thumbnails and published the game to Roblox. What, did you think I was gonna spend thousands of Robux advertising and get thousands of players? I'm flat broke, but that's why I made this video. To get you to play my game and make me tons of money. But yeah, that will be the end of this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I will put the game link under the video's description. Thank you for watching.